The thing in fighting, the hard part about in the combat sports world is once you start to make that kind of money and you want to say, well, it never changed me. It's impossible not to change. It's impossible to go from, where you were to where you are today financially. Floyd and I have known each other for a long time. And, when I first met Floyd, he lived in an apartment that Top Rank used to put a lot of their fighters in. Yeah. He lived in this apartment down on, I want to say it was off Flamingo. And, he just started to make some money. Yeah. So, I went over his house. He was showing me all the sweaters that he bought and all the things, Floyd's always been that guy. Yeah. He likes to shop and he likes to buy clothes. And, it started the minute he made his first dollar.
Right.
Dana White has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr., calling out what he sees as a fake lifestyle portrayed on social media. Pointing to recent claims about property ownership and ongoing reports of unpaid debts, the Ultimate Fighting Championship boss didn't hold back when asked in an interview about Mayweather's public image.
The security guards.
Do you think Floyd is definitely done?
No, I don't know if he's done. I mean, he could probably come back and he'll have a boxing match. I don't take away from what Floyd's accomplished in boxing, but he's stepping way over.
Dana White, who is well aware of how much Floyd Mayweather Jr. earned from his fight with Conor McGregor, didn't hold back in his criticism. He described Mayweather as a reckless spender, arguing that no one in their right mind should face financial trouble after making that level of money in the sport. Floyd has no spending discipline, White suggested. He lives an unnecessarily extravagant lifestyle. Who would spend like that and not run into money problems again and again?
McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah.
Dana White went on to compare Floyd Mayweather Jr. with several Ultimate Fighting Championship fighters, athletes who earned only a fraction of Mayweather's boxing income yet chose to live within their means and build steady wealth through disciplined investing. He also pushed back against the long-standing narrative of Mayweather being a billionaire, claiming he has seen enough evidence to dispute that idea outright.
Ring with somebody you know well, somebody you have worked with, obviously, Floyd Mayweather. I have been dying to hear your perspective, your thoughts, what you actually think about this YouTuber fighting maybe the greatest boxer of all time, Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, I understand these kids want to make some money and, they do what they got to do and say what they got to say to try to, to get in there and make money.
I don't know all the details of Floyd's finances, but I do know he's not a billionaire, Dana White said, taking aim at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s spending habits. And if he's not a billionaire, then that kind of lifestyle doesn't make sense. It's like a huge portion of his wealth is tied up in things like jewelry, assets that don't really hold practical value. To drive his point home, White referenced one of Mayweather's past interviews, where the boxer claimed he was earning $300 million a month, something White flatly dismissed as unrealistic. In his view, such statements only add to the growing skepticism, with critics pointing to repeated reports of unpaid debts as evidence that the image doesn't match the reality.
Nate Diaz apparently wants $20 million to fight next. Is he going to see $20 million?
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I never say never.
Backing up these claims, one fan wrote in the comments, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a classic gambler. He brags about his wins but never talks about his losses. He's never really shown respect for money, and his constant comebacks feel like they're driven by the need for more income. The fan also pointed out that figures like 50 Cent have previously criticized Mayweather's financial decisions. Another fan echoed Dana White's concerns, suggesting that while Mayweather likely has some profitable ventures, they may be outweighed by poor investments or excessive spending. Still, they were firm on one point. There's no realistic scenario where Mayweather is earning $300 million a month.
Few that was able to capitalize on his fame, his personality, and everything else outside.
A third fan took things a step further, mocking Floyd Mayweather Jr. by saying, he brags about winning but seems completely disconnected from his own finances. As long as he can buy what he wants and gamble, that's all that matters. While harsh, the comment reflects a broader criticism, that despite his immense wealth, Mayweather may not have a firm grip on how it's managed. Not everyone was purely critical, though. One more measured fan offered a more analytical take, suggesting that while Mayweather could still technically be a billionaire on paper, only a small portion of that wealth might actually be liquid and accessible. They pointed out that tying up hundreds of millions, reportedly around $300 million, in real estate isn't ideal if you need quick cash, reinforcing the idea that his financial strength may not be as flexible as it appears.
Common, and when a guy like Floyd Mayweather starts putting it on you, it's not even going to be a fight. It's going to be ridiculous.
A notable example often cited in support of Dana White's claims came when Floyd Mayweather Jr. posted an image of his tax payment online, claiming he had paid $18 million to the US government. However, the move quickly sparked controversy. Some critics questioned the authenticity of the check, pointing out the absence of key details like a routing number, while others argued it reflected an inflated sense of self-importance. The situation gained even more attention because it followed reports that Mayweather had spent over $1.1 million on tickets for the Super Bowl. The former boxing superstar was said to be planning to take a large group of guests to Allegiant Stadium for the highly anticipated game, further fueling the debate around his spending habits.
YouTuber fighting maybe the greatest boxer of all time, Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, I understand these kids want to make some money, and they do what they got to do and say what they got to say to try to get in there and make money. This is going to be such a one-sided, ridiculous ass whooping. It's not even going to be funny. It's going to be bad.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. was never going to miss the Super Bowl. While reports from World Boxing News suggested he had been offered a VIP pass, Mayweather chose to do things his own way, opting to bring a large group of guests instead of accepting special treatment. "I don't kiss heads, and I never have to beg for anything, especially not for a Super Bowl suite," Mayweather said. "I don't mind accepting invites at times, but one thing is for sure, the person paying makes the rules. That's why I get my own seats and suites so I can do what I want and invite who I want." In the end, he reportedly spent around $1.1 million to take 34 people to Allegiant Stadium for the historic first Super Bowl held in Las Vegas. Still, there was a touch of disappointment, as his hometown team, the Detroit Lions, narrowly missed out on making the big game.
And you look at what he has, his craft Irish whiskey, and I think he has a beard now. He goes from wearing sandals to have mink slippers. He goes from living in very meager house to living in an ivory tower. And he hadn't fought. I'm looking at it we last fought in January 2020. What do you expect when he steps back into the ring?
He's at a place in his life and in his career that, he shows up every once in a while.
Adding further context to his spending, Floyd Mayweather Jr. addressed his tax situation directly. "Just before I paid that light million for the Super Bowl," he said, "I had to pay the IRS, Uncle Sam, $18 million. That's what I owed while I'm retired. So imagine what I was paying when I was active." Since stepping away from boxing in 2015, Mayweather is believed to have earned well over $500 million while also expanding into ventures like a luxury club in Las Vegas and other property investments. Through these claims, he has tried to push back against ongoing rumors suggesting he's broke, or even close to it. However, 50 Cent isn't convinced. The outspoken hip-hop mogul has repeatedly suggested that Mayweather could be facing serious financial strain, or, at the very least, lingering tax issues behind the scenes.
But look at Canelo. Canelo is still the man.
Yes. He's been for a long, long time.
And he jumps in there and he does it and he goes to work, and it's hard to stay at that level for a very long time. And Canelo's another guy. What's this guy clipping? 40 mil a fight?
Easy.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Not including what he's making outside of the ring. So, a very unique few can do it.
Some might dismiss 50 Cent's claims as nothing more than fallout from a long-standing feud, but there are undeniably strange developments surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. right now. Once reported by Forbes to have a net worth of around $700 million, Mayweather also famously earned over $200 million from his 2015 fight with Manny Pacquiao alone. So the question arises, is his cash flow starting to shrink? On the surface, it seems unlikely, but things aren't always what they appear. From a business standpoint, Mayweather's blockbuster fight with Conor McGregor made perfect sense. However, his later decision to headline a New Year's Eve event against 20-year-old Japanese kickboxing star Tenshin Nasukawa raised eyebrows across the boxing world, leaving many wondering what was really driving these moves.
It's almost crazy stuff. I got so many different houses. As you guys can see, this is one of my closets. We got bags, we got stuff everywhere. We got this ladder right here where you could take, just got stuff everywhere. So, You wanna go red bottoms? We can go all.
Former friend turned rival 50 Cent didn't hold back, sharing his thoughts on the situation through Instagram. At the same time, many boxing fans took to social media, speculating that this move could signal financial trouble for Floyd Mayweather Jr. While a comeback always felt inevitable, most expected it to be against a familiar opponent, perhaps Filipino boxing icon Manny Pacquiao. Instead, the announcement of a fight with Tenshin Nasukawa, with unclear rules, came as a complete surprise. Adding to the intrigue, Mayweather appeared at the Tokyo press conference looking unusually unpolished and without key members of his team, including Leonard Ellaby. This unexpected appearance quickly fueled debate across boxing communities and YouTube channels, raising even more questions about what's really going on behind the scenes.
We can go all Christian Louboutin. That you guys want to do. Whatever you want to do. All from the bottom all the way to the top. So, we got any kind of bag and everything you can name. It's one of my closets.
Some believe Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have taken an independent route with this decision. A closer look at the press conference setup reveals only the TMT banner in the background, with no mention of Mayweather Promotions or his longtime broadcast partner Showtime. Even more surprising was Floyd's demeanor. Known for his flashy confidence and constant talk about money, he didn't mention his payout for the Tenshin Nasukawa bout even once. That silence raised eyebrows and led many to question whether something bigger is going on behind the scenes. Some fans have even speculated that Floyd might be acting on his own, and possibly looking to quickly boost his finances. As one Twitter user pointed out, someone who casually spends $18 million on a watch will always need a steady flow of income. Others joined the conversation, sharing their own theories and concerns about what this move could really mean.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Some wouldn't be surprised if Floyd Mayweather Jr. isn't as financially secure as he projects. In recent months, he's appeared unusually eager to line up fights with multiple opponents, which has led to speculation about his current situation. After all, even a $300 million payday can disappear quickly with a lifestyle like his. There's a growing sense that something doesn't quite add up. Is Mayweather simply trying to maximize his earning potential while his name still carries massive value? Or are there deeper issues at play, possibly involving cash flow or even the IRS? Only time will reveal the full picture. And if there is more to the story, one person who likely won't stay quiet about it is 50 Cent, who has never hesitated to share his opinions publicly.
What? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. And I'm pointing like this because all we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
A luxury jewelry store also filed a lawsuit against Floyd Mayweather Jr., accusing him of unpaid debts and breach of contract, along with claims involving fraudulent dealings and other financial misconduct. Court documents even alleged that Mayweather and his chief of staff were involved in questionable business activities. For years, Mayweather's image has been built on two things: unmatched boxing talent and extraordinary wealth. Known as Money Mayweather, he's long been celebrated as one of the richest fighters in history, living a lifestyle filled with private jets, luxury yachts, and extravagant shopping sprees, as if money were limitless.
Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. You know, so we brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying a new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
However, 50 Cent entered the conversation shortly after Floyd Mayweather Jr. began boasting about major real estate investments. Following a lavish shopping spree in New York, Mayweather appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where he made bold claims about his business empire. Speaking confidently, he suggested that his portfolio included over 100 buildings, with nearly all of them, around 99%, located in New York City.
So, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you...
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when... But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, you know, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Those claims didn't sit well with 50 Cent, who quickly reacted on Instagram with a series of sarcastic and mocking posts aimed at Floyd Mayweather Jr. In one post, he joked about Mayweather's statements, questioning their credibility while taking a personal jab at the boxing legend. But he didn't stop there. 50 Cent followed up with more criticism, suggesting that Mayweather might not fully understand the details of his own business holdings and even hinting that others could be taking advantage of him financially. He also pointed out potential tax implications tied to claiming residency in New York, adding another layer to his public critique. Taking things further, 50 Cent mocked Mayweather visually as well, sharing an edited image portraying him like Pinocchio, complete with the signature long nose, implying that the claims about his wealth and properties were exaggerated or untrue.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was gonna last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal, it's not incorporated, there's no...
Over 100 buildings and 99% in New York? That's cap, champ. That was the tone 50 Cent took as he continued mocking Floyd Mayweather Jr., doubling down on his disbelief and turning it into another viral moment in their long-running feud. The tension between the two isn't new. They've gone back and forth publicly for years, with multiple media reports documenting their clashes. At first, this seemed like just another chapter in that ongoing rivalry. However, things took a more serious turn when Rick Glazer weighed in, sharing updates that hinted there might be some truth behind the financial concerns raised. Glazer's comments added fuel to the speculation, suggesting that 50 Cent's criticism might not be entirely baseless. Still, despite all the rumors, Mayweather continues to project the same lavish image, regularly spending big on luxury jewelry, high-end watches, exotic cars, and private jets, reinforcing the persona he's built over the years.
You and Floyd get into a fight or a shoving match before?
Yeah.
Who won that?
I won every time.
Every time?
Right there. No.
Every time.
No, we had twice we got into it.
Like a real altercation?
Yeah, like one was with the...
Did he put that shoulder back on you? Because I'm thinking he
Nah. It was more like out of reflex, though.
According to reports from Business Insider in March 2025, public property records in New York City showed no evidence of ownership transfers connected to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Similarly, the New York City Housing Partnership stated it had no knowledge of any such real estate deals. While nothing has been officially confirmed, these findings have fueled speculation that Mayweather could be facing financial complications. As more information emerges, the situation may become clearer, but for now, it raises a big question. Is Money Mayweather actually running low on money? Shifting away from the real estate controversy, Amir Khan also publicly criticized Mayweather, accusing the boxing icon of promoting conflict and benefiting from controversial stances, adding yet another layer to the growing scrutiny surrounding him.
So did 50 Cent knock Mayweather out?
Nope. I didn't knock Floyd out. I should have knocked Floyd out. It's kind of hard to hit Chap. Even when he's standing right in front of you, start moving and with the shoulder block and everything, so get hard to hit Chap.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been a vocal and consistent supporter of Israel, making several visits to the country, donating funds and equipment, and meeting with officials and military personnel. He was also honored with the Champion for Israel Award by Aish HaTorah for his stance against anti-Semitism and hate. However, His support has also drawn significant backlash. In December, Mayweather was reportedly confronted by a hostile crowd in London due to his public stance. According to witnesses cited by New York Post, the incident began when someone questioned him about his support for Israel while he was out shopping. Witnesses claimed that Mayweather stood firm, openly expressing pride in supporting the Jewish community. The situation reportedly escalated quickly, with onlookers describing the confrontation as targeted, further highlighting the controversy surrounding his public position.
Just where you touched upon the Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation, I don't know how much you spoke about this since you retired, but how close was that fight?
Really close. It was really close that we ended up getting contracts signed. So I ended up getting my side of the contract signed, which was sent by Floyd Mayweather promotion. And when he come to me, I ended up signing it. And then the worst thing the worst thing I did was to make an announcement that I've signed the contract with Floyd Mayweather.
The incident came just days after Floyd Mayweather Jr. launched the Mayweather Israel Initiative, a charitable effort aimed at supporting Israeli orphans. During a recent interview with Poker Firma, Amir Khan didn't hold back in his criticism. He took issue with Mayweather's constant display of wealth, suggesting that the need to show off riches had become excessive. Khan described the situation as unfortunate, adding that he believes karma has a way of catching up in moments like these.
I would never have got that fight regardless. I think in their head they didn't want to fight me. I was a bad style for Floyd Mayweather, especially after the Alexander fight. The whole world media, ESPN, you name it, everyone was talking about Amir Khan's next fight is going to be Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, obviously, with all the ego he had, he didn't want it. He just obviously wanted to show that he's the A side all the time. He's the nice guy to pick who he wants. Then he went in and fought Maidana twice, even though he did a poll, and twice we won the poll.
The thing is, just look at how arrogant he comes across, Amir Khan explained, criticizing Floyd Mayweather Jr. for constantly flaunting his wealth. He pointed out that in a world where so many people struggle with poverty, openly throwing money around, especially in places like strip clubs, sends the wrong message. Khan emphasized that truly wealthy individuals usually focus on building investments rather than showing off. In his view, Mayweather's repeated displays of luxury and attempts to assert his status over others only add to the criticism. He concluded by suggesting that this kind of behavior often catches up with people, with karma eventually playing its role.
With Floyd Mayweather. You see, now I know how Floyd must have felt. He was an A-side then, and I know how it would felt if I was fighting someone and I'm the A-side and someone did that. You find it disrespectful. So yeah, I was young then. I was a little bit, I got a little bit excited and said, you know what, I'm going to announce it. Must have been about 24, 25. But look, it is what it is. That fight never happened, but it was a fight that, look, we have mutual respect for each other.
Amir Khan went on to claim that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was financially benefiting from his pro-Israel stance. When questioned on how he could make such a claim, Khan explained that he himself had allegedly been offered money to publicly support Israel, suggesting that similar opportunities might exist for others as well. And that wraps it up for now. For the latest updates, breaking news, and key moments from the world of boxing, stay connected by subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss new content. Until next time, peace.